Mr. David Luchow, we both need to talk. We are on air.
All right. No, I'm scared.
A very warm welcome to my podcast show.
Yeah.
Who are you? Why you are here? What I do for your living?
Okay. That sounded a bit like the German police.
Yes.
Yeah. So my name is David Luchow, as you said, and I live now in Germany. And actually, I come from Sri Lanka, Sri Lankan. And yeah, and my passion is to be an audio engineer. And let's say even after 13 years, I'm still learning. And Germany has given me an incredible platform and an incredible chance in the audio engineering industry. So yeah, I'm very, very thankful to Germany as a country, and of course the people even more, because they're very, very welcoming and very warm, and something that I did not expect.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Okay.
Because I studied in England, and I heard a lot of bad things about Germans, but so at the end of the day, it's also a good lesson for me to understand that just because you hear rumors and listen to people, you should not believe everything people say. It's just like the internet, everything that's on the internet doesn't mean it's true,
Yes.
Or if you see something on the internet, doesn't mean it's true. Sometimes you have to really experience it for yourself and really understand, and then you know what's the truth and what's not. And so, yeah. So that was my experience when I came to Germany. It's a completely different country. The people are extremely friendly compared to what everybody else says. But I believe that you also have to be open, or you also have a attitude of learning and accepting also culture and not trying to force your culture.
Yes.
Into a different culture.
So you talk to the Germans at the moment. So
am I?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I was.
I'm just talking about myself.
Yeah. No, because when you say Germans are so friendly, and thanks for this first very wise words at the beginning. This is not so normal.
Yeah.
We go very deep already.
Okay.
And my first question before we have this right very far.
Okay.
You said Germans are more friendly than others think a lot.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of Germans doesn't know. They by themselves don't know how they are.
Okay.
And I think because of the history and because a lot of other countries think Germans are different.
Okay.
This is like a devil's circle. Can you say that?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's true. Yeah, I understand that as well. But for example, I studied 2 years in England, and I met a lot of people in England. While studying I'm doing my best to get into the audio engineering industry in England because I'm studying there. Yeah, and of course, at that time, I had a girlfriend, or my wife. And since she's German, so everybody was like, so what are you going to do after your school and everything? And so I always told him, I'm going to go to Germany. And they're like, are you crazy to go to Germany? These guys are crazy.
Yes.
They will kill you.
Okay.
So
they really said something like this.
Yeah,
okay, cross.
So they are pretty crazy people, so I was like thinking, what are they talking about? Like, is it that bad in Germany? And, but like I said, I'm a rugby player.
Yes.
I can handle 15 people without a problem.
Yes.
So
plus audience.
Player actually.
Which is not so unimportant in our job today.
So I was like, okay, good. If there's a fight, I'm not going alone. I'm taking a few people with me.
Yes. Yes. So with this attitude and things, you came here.
So I came. So actually, the first thing I bought when I came to Germany was a knife. I had a Wolfcraft knife.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, if this is the game, let's go.
Okay. Wow.
But I came in and it was pretty embarrassing.
Yes.
I felt bad.
Yeah.
Because it was not true.
What did you buy instead or after this knife?
Nothing else. Yes, I still have it.
A coffee machine or something like that.
I have it with me now. I open packages with it. But no, it was very open. It really opened my kind of eyes, because at the end of the day, it's something that I understood. Like, of course, I'm coming from Sri Lanka. I went to England, and it's completely different culture. And okay, England was okay because I could still speak English, but you come to Germany and then you have to learn German. But
Yes.
German is still terrible.
No, it is not. We just talked about it because you decided that we talk in English, but I said we also could talk in German. You said your German is bad. It's not bad. Sometimes it's a little bit funny, and you feel more comfortable if you speak English, and I feel more uncomfortable.
I feel comfortable speaking German off camera.
Yes, of course, you do.
But
it's your identity.
If you're doing a comedy session, we do one in German.
We should do it in English too.
Yeah,
because people can laugh about me.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
No, vice versa. But it's good. What was I saying? I lost my thought.
We talked about London. Should we do just maybe one more thing? You spent 2 years in London.
Yeah.
I think this is not so unimportant, and we maybe could say that for people who watch us internationally, we are in the southwest of Germany, which is a little bit different to if somebody has an experience from Berlin. I think we are very different to Berlin, or also from Munich or Hamburg, or Cologne, what a lot of people know.
Yeah.
And we are in a small town here in Karlsruhe, in southwest, close to the French border.
Yeah.
I come from here, and I think if we talk about culture, maybe we could just emphasize that we are from the southwest.
Really? Okay. Cool.
For you, there's no different.
I mean, of course, there's a difference. Like, I realize something, that if I go to Hamburg, the German sounds better. and
your wife told you.
And the more you come to the south, it gets incredibly terrible. Like, you feel like you're going, it's like, if you go to America, then you have a certain state that speaks proper English.
Yes.
And then you move away, and then starts getting redneck.
Yeah.
Like redneck English. But it's the German version of that. But,
yes.
Yeah. And then it goes to Switzerland, and it's terrible.
Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah. I mean, maybe we talk here a little bit out of our heart, so it's more soft.
Yeah.
And in the north, it's more very strong and Spitzenstein.
Yeah. But I think here it's more relaxed. Like, people are not crazy.
Yes.
It's more it's really, really very, very calm.
Yeah. So now we talk a lot about culture already, and I thought to emphasize a little bit more on the professional side. If we would talk, that's another thing what we should say here. This podcast is more about the profession. My first version, the episode was more about the personality. If we both would talk about our personalities, because we know each other very good. We spent 3 weeks together in Colombo, which was one of the best experiences in my life. Honestly, we are good friends, and we know each other very, very good. So if we talk in public, we have to be a little bit concentrated and sometimes maybe a little bit carefully.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but culture, especially in our job, maybe is a very important thing. And if you talk about different behavings or cultures, when did you realize that it's also in the professional world? Does it makes a difference if you work here in Germany for a German company, or as a freelancer than in London or even in Sri Lanka? What is the difference?
I don't think. I mean, Germany, of course, it's the only difference we see in Germany is like Germans are crazy organized. It's like the Ordnungsamt. It's like everything is crazy organized. I like that though.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm a Sri Lankan. I'm like, if you want, I'm chaotic.
Not always.
I'm chaos, literally. I mean, but I learned a lot now in 10 years. I'm learning to be put everything in order. And actually, honestly, I think it's good. Germany is a very good country because it automatically helps you or puts your life in order. Or if you accept it, that is.
Yes.
If you want to live
chaotic life,
chaotic life like a Sri Lankan or whatever.
Yeah.
Then of course you can, but then you won't. It's going to be difficult for you to fit in. So, and of course for me, my goal was also to to follow my passion, which is audio engineering, which is mixing, mastering, and recording music, and that has been very possible here. And as a freelancer, you know.
Yes, and how did you fit in this branch, which is maybe a little? Is it for you? Is it a special branch? I mean, it belongs to the cultural art branch a little bit, but it's also very technical. So you also worked in different branches. Would you say this branch is very different?
Not really. It's something very close to me. I mean, not of when I was in Sri Lanka, a lot of the Sri Lankans didn't know that I used to, like, first of all, that is to play music. Very, very limited crowd knew that. Because in Sri Lanka, you know, music is regarded, not really actually regarded highly. Or if you think you're a musician, they think like you're poor.
Okay.
You're a beggar. You don't have anything else. You're stupid. And that's why you do music. In Sri Lanka, you have only 3 professions. Either you're a doctor, you're a lawyer, or you're some sort of a civil engineer or whatever, you know. And
or your name is Costa.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Props go.
To Costa, yeah. Either you're Costa, the #1 rapper in Sri Lanka.
Yes. Which you mastered.
Of course,
we are
good friends. We're from the same school as well. We have a lot in common, and he's an excellent guy. Really, I respect him a lot. And so, like I said, in our culture, people really, really kind of look down on you at that point. And I think for me, because my dad is also, he's a gospel singer in Sri Lanka, and he's one of the, I would say, pioneers in like Sri Lankan worship, Sinhala worship music. And he's written, I think, over maybe 100, 180 or 200 songs easily.
Wow.
And so I've seen him in the studio a lot. I've been with him moving. Even though I was in school, I used to go with him. And that was very interesting for me to see all the recording. I mean, of course, Sri Lanka, we didn't have too much equipment. It's just a mixer and all this stuff. But that really got me interested in the whole thing. And I thought, okay, good. You know what? I am going to follow this someday. So I tried to learn in Sri Lanka. But the problem in Sri Lanka is like the people they're afraid of you. Let's just put it that way. You know, they think, okay, if this guy really learns from me, then I will lose my job.
Is it still like this?
Unfortunately, it is very difficult.
Oh, guys, I mean, stop this, please. No, really, this is so sad.
I guess that's the reason we are still a developing country. Because I think, if, for example, that's what I learned in Germany. Like, for example, the best example is like all the big jobs that I got. I mean, you've helped me a lot as well, you know. So I've got a lot of breaks through simply friends and connections and people. And that is super difficult in Sri Lanka. It's because, like, even if, because I could say I have friends who had the opportunity to do something, but they said, you know what, I'm going to let David do this instead of me doing this job.
In Sri Lanka?
No, here in Germany.
Here in Germany.
And that's the reason that I've been able to come up this ladder faster.
It's about trust.
Exactly.
And getting to know each other.
But the thing is, like, it's very difficult there because if somebody would get a big job like that, where you would be, you know, going at high levels, they would not give you the job. They would rather say, oh, we don't have anybody. And then
really?
Make it.
But it's not working like this. Guys, stop this.
But there were a few,
they have
situations.
To learn. Yes.
I mean, of course, it was not that extreme in Sri Lanka, but when I was coming up, when I was really trying to study, trying to learn.
Okay, we talked about 10 years ago.
Yeah, no, longer. Much longer. I think I started when I was about maybe 15 or something like that when I was in Sri Lanka. And there were always a lot of people who was like, yeah, you know what, you can't do this. It's very complicated. Just, you know, you do the music side and you give it to us and we do the engineering side. You're not smart enough to do this. And I mean, I wish I could put these guys, bring them now and put them in the situations I'm in. And I would like to see how they react.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. Sorry, I wanted to blame or something. Let's get that really right. How do you think, was it 10 years ago with this attitude and working culture? And do you see a development? I mean, we spent 3 weeks and we make these workshops and we talked about coaching a lot and I could experience that too. And also this behaving, maybe that there is kind of anxiety or something that somebody takes your job or something. I can understand. I mean, I'm freelancer since 20 years again as well, and I could experience that too. But on the other side, which is much more, what is much more stronger, that you can trust people like Niklas, for example, or other guys who just say, if I can do the job, you please do the job, and you don't take the customer from you. You know, this is always
it's exactly the thing, and trust is a very difficult thing, and I think it's I don't blame anybody for that, because it's insecurity. It's a problem with insecurity. Like, people are insecure, and the problem, and like, one thing I learned from Germany was like, for example, let's my mixing mentor, for example, Nicholas, he's not insecure. He knows exactly what he knows.
Yes.
And he knows he's good at what he does. You know, he doesn't have to worry.
And he's a personality. Yeah.
You know,
like Matze also.
Exactly.
On this level, and maybe this is a message, and this is also the message what I loved in your workshops. You wanted to the word is very nice, to not upgrade, empower people, that they develop their own personality in mixing, in that they create their own personality in their work.
That's correct. And the thing is, like, what we don't have is people don't have confidence in their skills, right? So the attitude in Sri Lanka is, let me go and study, let me get a degree, and after I get a degree, then I'm qualified. But what I learned from Germany was, that's not true. you can roll your degree and stick it up anywhere you like, because, like, no, like, your degree is your like, it's not even the foundation, it's just the basic. It's the basics. Right.
Your degree is in your phone. Is in your phone book.
You're required to have a degree.
Yeah.
To even start. In this.
Okay, I understand. So it's not like nothing special.
It's not like you have a degree and then you come in and then all of a sudden you're the boss. Like, I'm going to do. No. You have a degree. Now you start doing the cables and you work your way up. You know,
cleaning the room.
And you.
Yes, we did.
Exactly. You work your way up. You do it. Of course, yes. You know, you are specialized in a certain area, but even for a person with a degree, you need a certain amount of experience.
Yes.
Just because you know everything doesn't mean you really know it. You know, it's like learning to swim theoretically.
Yes.
Yeah. But the truth about it is, nobody's going to give you an Olympic pool. They literally take you in the ocean and throw you off the ship. And there is no level water. You know?
But this is a very nice picture. If you learn swimming just theoretically, you don't know, you cannot feel how cold water is and how it is in. So,
but here's what I understood very clearly, especially in England, right? So I went to audio engineering school, right? Audio engineering school is like, you know, they're training you to be a seaman, right? And you can't swim, but they take you always to Olympic pool and the water is still. It's clean, it's beautiful.
Okay, understand.
And they tell you, okay, you know what, swim like, 100 laps, do that and do this. So you're doing that. It's all good. But in reality, when you leave school, when you come into the world, you don't have Olympic pools. You're literally in rough sea, deep water, sharks in the water.
Yes.
Right?
Snakes.
Exactly.
Yes.
And you think it's going to be a beautiful place. No, it's not.
Bad weather.
You literally come out and you get pushed out into something crazy.
Yeah.
And then literally you're drinking water 90% of the time.
Salty water.
You're almost going to drown.
Yes.
And just that 10% saves your ass every single time.
And you need some guys who pulls you out.
You know.
Okay. Do we have to do a little difference between audio engineering at the beginning, what you did, so recording and live? Because I think these are totally two worlds, but what a lot of people don't realize.
Exactly, but now it's almost not anymore.
No, but let's just tell people what, in your perspective, is the difference, and how did you develop in these two worlds coming together?
Well, let's just say I'm a business guy, right? So, so I mean, of course, what I did was I studied audio engineering, and then I went and studied music business. So in the music business, I learned a little bit, about how the music industry works and how bad it is.
Yes.
And then I understood that, okay, it's good to be a recording engineer. It's good to be a studio guy, a mastering guy. All these things are good. But the real money is in the live industry.
Yes.
So for me, I was thinking, okay, how can I move from being working in the studio and then also live, because that would be a nice fit. And it worked out, So when I even came to Germany, my first job was in ZKM.
Yes.
But that is a studio environment, extremely crazy studio environment. But also then you have the live, everything. It's like everything in one. So it's a dream come true.
But it's more like nice weather, nice waves. You can paddle and you take all the waves.
It just looks nice.
But not so many sharks than if you go out with Matze live mixing.
He's let's just say he's the best.
One of the best. He's a very good live mixer. Yeah.
There, you don't have a chance.
Yeah. No, but yeah, sorry. So you came to ZKM and it mixed all together, like live experience and your audience.
So then
knowledge.
I had my recording knowledge, then the live experience, and these two combined. That's where I slowly learned, and then of course after that. Through one of your connections, then came Jazz Club, and then Temple, and that helped me again, to expand even more. So now I'm bringing my studio experiences into the live situation. So like,
which makes you pretty special in live as well. Again,
because I specialize in sound.
Yes.
So that's the difference. Like sometimes here you have good mixing guys, and then you have guys who just can do the setup, who will just get through the show. Because I think they call it like Tontechniker, right? Or Veranstaltungstechniker.
Yes.
So you have your your education is to make sure that
everything works. There's no there's
no specializing.
You're
specializing in almost everything. But just to make sure that the entire event functions.
We call it Wald- und Wiesenmischer.
Okay.
It means forest and grass, green.
Exactly.
Mixing guy.
Yeah. And,
so can do everything, but nothing very special and without a note, without a tone.
In a way, yes, and in a way, no, because like if you do it constantly, you get very good at doing that. But there's a very, very strong danger that you get very lazy. Because it's repetition.
You just do your job.
It's repetition, right? And for me, that is where I was very careful not to fall into, because I didn't want to be one of those guys who would come, just do one mix and do the same thing every single time. I always wanted to improve. And I invested a lot of money in myself or getting other top engineers.
Yes.
To help me out, and I mean, Nicholas Brown has helped me incredibly. Like I don't think if he didn't do the first live workshop for me, I don't think I'd have made it this far.
Yeah.
So he's somebody who has like really helped me with his live mixing skills. He's taught me a lot, especially about where to put the microphones. Like SM57 with the drum kit.
Yeah. And maybe you can say he worked at Lavo and now at Schöps, which are the brands, maybe.
Of course, world class.
Which are
world class brands.
Both located here in the area.
Yeah, and that's another thing, So like, I don't think there's any mistakes. I don't think I made any mistakes coming to Germany, because I actually wanted to stay in England, and my goal was to get to Abbey Road Studio somehow. And after I came out of SA London, there was somebody who was working in the cafe in Abbey Road. The cafe. So I thought, okay, you know what? Maybe I don't get the audio engineering work, but I will go into the cafe.
Yes.
And I'll work in the cafe. And if I'm working in the cafe, there people are going to come anyway to drink a coffee or whatever.
There's a businessman again.
So I will always have connections to like the top engineers. I don't have to say anything. I'm going to shut up and I'm going to make them the coffee and I'm going to let them talk, and they're going to talk about their problems in the studio. And I'm literally like, oh yeah, I'm cool. Oh, you're doing that nice.
Did you do that?
No, that was my plan.
That was a dream.
That was my plan. So because I know if I went to Abbey Roads and said, you know what, I want to like learn or become an engineer there, I won't have a chance. No chance. But if I went to the cafe or the restaurant they're working there, I had the chance. So of course, then you have always connections and meet people. That was my strategy. But of course, my now wife didn't allow that. She's like, we have to get married now. So yeah. So I mean, it was good. So
you have a lovely family.
Yeah.
I love your kids. It's all good.
So I don't think I made any mistakes. So it was all planned perfectly. And coming to Germany was the best thing, of course.
Okay, to wrap it up a little bit, what I didn't hear that clear so many times that you say you are a businessman. You are a businessman, and something what I would say also, you take care of a few bands and artists since a long time, which makes it again more open. And I think that's a skill of you, that you don't specialize too much in something. You always can see the whole thing. And I think you helped a lot different guys in the world already, musical artists. But you don't talk about that so many times. Is it because this job is always in the back? Something like you are a hidden writer, ghost writer, something like this. That's people who support artists are always in the background. I mean, a technician we are used to be in the background, in the backstage.
That's our job,
Yeah, but is it because I realized it the first time. You don't talk about yourself as a business guy. Even you are. You are handling. Du handelst. Wie sagt man auf Englisch?
You're handling, yeah.
You're handling, yeah.
I'm handling my own business.
Yeah, not only, but also businesses from other people. But you don't talk about that many times.
Yeah, but
that's what I'm wondering.
That's easy because, like, as a business, it's a transfer of money. So he doesn't have the time.
Yes,
I have the time.
Yes,
so I take care of his work.
Yes,
and he pays me, and then I get richer. No, that's not. It's like at the end of the day, it's like helping each other. So I help somebody, then of course he helps me. And then we help each other, and like, I work at one studio, then I work in the next one, and so at the end of the day, of course his job is also to earn money. He has to make a profit, right? So I can't charge him a lot of money. I would say, okay, look, you know what, I'll do this job for you at this rate. You charge the client whatever you want, and then you make a profit. It's okay. That's you help each other out, and you grow your business, or you grow your job, and you improve your skills, So that is something that you do, you help each other, and that's how you succeed, because you can't say, okay, I want this amount of money and I don't care what you do, I want that, and you can't be successful because, okay, you're just going your way, but they are losing. So at the end of the day, you just have to figure it out and make sure that everybody comes up together and everybody's happy, and that's how it works.
It's a triangle. It's the business guy, the technical guy, and the artist. And I feel that this triangle in your situation is pretty, with the length are pretty equal.
It has to be,
Yeah, but at what point would you say, did you realize that this is your triangle which you should follow? That you don't focus just artists, because you started as an artist and then you came to London and said, I want to learn the technical part. And I don't know, maybe here in Germany you realized, hey, let's do a little bit more business, because you have to earn money. You came here with 15 euros, right?
Yeah, I had enough money to buy my ticket.
Yes,
in Sri Lanka, and then the balance I changed to euros, and I think I had about maybe, I don't know, 40 euros or something like that. Then they charged me something I had to buy. Yeah, of course I had to eat something in Dubai. Yeah, that was heavy. That was an expensive lunch.
Yes.
And then I landed in Germany, and that's all. I just had 15 euros, and then I saw my wife, and that's it. and it was a crazy road, And
but did that drive you to become more like into business, or is it just the development? But you realized, okay, if I want to be successful, I have to.
I don't think I really look at my business as a business, because I love what I do. I wish I don't fall asleep. No, really. If I 24 hours is not enough.
Yes.
For me. And I wish I had more time, because there's so much to learn. I love doing what I do. I could like mix the show in the morning, another one in the afternoon, and
Yes.
then one more in the night.
Yes.
I just love to do that, and now it's just got even crazier.
But you also love your family.
Exactly.
I have to emphasize that.
Exactly.
I know that.
Exactly. So it's very difficult, but I also have to break down and do my very best, because I would say I'm not the most perfect person.
Nobody is.
To do that, but my wife, thank God, she's German.
I am drinking.
Yeah,
Sorry.
So yeah, she really, she's extremely organized in what she does. So she keeps me on track.
Yes.
or
Okay.
like a clock, So
Yeah. So you're good partners.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Cool. So what would you tell people which are becoming who wants to get more in the audio industry and maybe see you as a mentor? What are the 3 steps to become more like you?
More like me, I think. Well, for me, I think the Germans would find it extremely difficult because like my culture is different.
Okay.
Because like what I learned from Germany is a me or the I culture, or the me culture, and Sri Lankans are we culture. We are always family. It's like a we, and Germans are very singular, like
sometimes too much. Yes,
and so it's like I want to succeed. I want to do that. It's always the I side of it. That's what I notice a lot in Germany, which sometimes it's good. And sometimes it's bad, and it's very difficult to be a team player if you're going to be a lot on the I side, So, and I think for
Germans should play more rugby.
Exactly. Not American football.
No.
Those are for ladies. That's for ladies, actually. So yeah, that's something I noticed, and also like. Be very and they're very reserved sometimes,
Germans.
Not everybody.
Yes,
I mean, until you know them, they're reserved. But
it's again trust. You have to build the trust.
Exactly.
I think.
But if you're working with artists, right, and if somebody comes to me, it's my job to make sure that they feel extremely comfortable. And if that means if I have to go and make coffee, and if I just have to make them feel that they're at home, because of course. The thing is, like, Germans are very job oriented. Like, there's like, I'm doing my job, and I'm like,
I need to do my job.
And they're too focused on the job. Of course, yeah, it's very good to do that. That means you have to prepare yourself a little bit. You know, so if I know the band is coming, I'm already ready for them. You're there, you talk to them, make sure that they feel comfortable, that they feel that you are there for them, and
that wait until they come and then ask, what should I do? This is maybe the wrong way.
That is exactly
could happen.
That is exactly how.
I didn't get the list what I should do. No,
I mean that's the cool thing. That's what I love now. Because now I think there were like maybe 7 bands the past year. That I didn't get a rider, or they forgot to send me the rider. I had absolutely no clue what's going to happen today, who's coming, what, not even the names, but still able to run it, get it going.
Yes,
because at the end of the day, I mean, of course, it's not that complicated once you know what you're doing.
After 500 shows or 300 shows, yeah, I mean, but the experience is the key.
But I think most importantly is that. If the artists and the musicians are comfortable on stage or they feel comfortable, then everything is easy. But the moment you have stress, and
they can feel it.
Some Germans are very good at that.
Yes,
at letting everybody know that he's stressed. As a mixing, and the moment the mixing engineer is stressed, or the guy who's going to do the show is stressed, that's bad, very bad. And I have had, I think there was only one time that I really got annoyed. That was the only time we got annoyed was because the band came very late, and then we had to set up, and of course I have to do the sound check, and they were like a bit too fine, and they're like, I want like here 400 hertz, a little bit there. Yeah,
yes.
I'm like, gentlemen,
I think we have to run. I think we did the job together.
Could be, but at one point I had to really tell them, gentlemen, you need to let me do my job.
I was there.
And
you.
you had to let me do my job.
Yeah.
I'm not mixing only for you.
Mm-hmm.
I had to make sure that the crowd enjoys the show today.
Yes, and you came late.
Yeah,
Yes.
I didn't tell them that they came late, but I did say them that, let me do my job. And they really understood that I was like, I was really at that point where if they said like another 2 hertz or something like that, it would have exploded. Yeah. But I did my best to keep cool. But at the end of the day, we both won because it was a very good show, and they sold all their CDs and vinyls. So it's a win-win.
Yes.
So
I would like to pronounce that again. You are known right now for David is the personality with a special sound, and bands book you because of this. They know they get this a special sound, a good sound, a David sound, and what you told, your personality. They feel comfortable. Yeah. We do also theater sometime together, and there are a few stories where I was very in stress. And I was so happy that you were just there.
Because you scared me, really. I think I would have got in the car and gone home because I got really scared.
No, but you're somebody who really understood that feeling comfortable is one of the most important things, and it's one of your strengths. Yeah. And of course you have to, at one point you have to say, guys, now it's over. Then the rugby captain comes out.
I do my best not to let that guy out.
Yes, but the same with me. Sometimes you have to make a
decision. But I mean, I think I have more patience. I have what can I say? I have more patience.
Yes, we talked about the culture, and that's what I learned from you, to calm down very much longer. But one point you also can say stop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
But now you talk to more like German guys who could learn something or orient if they are maybe younger.
I think they need to be more open.
Yes,
they have to. I mean, they have to be more open. But then it's super difficult because, like, unfortunately, I have had some young guys who were there, and it's like I think the attitude is like, they have it ready for them already. They don't have to work for it. They don't have to earn it. It's just like, I'm in the Hochschule. I just finished this, and I walk in here. I can do what I want to, and like, I don't give a shit about the artist.
They don't care. Yeah.
And you have this attitude that like, they don't care about anybody else. It's just like, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, and it's gonna go bad for them fast. You know, because like, okay, you might get through a couple of artists, but at some point, somebody's gonna complain. Or somebody's gonna really say, okay, no.
What's Wertschätzung in English?
Cherish.
Cherish?
Cherish, yeah.
Das ist Sade-Song.
Sade-Song. Not cherry.
Cherish the light. I don't know the word.
Or what you call underestimate, or not value.
Value. So this not if you're not valuing the possibility of a job, what you get. I mean, this is I think just this Möglichkeit,
the
opportunity what you get. I think today a few young people don't realize that it's always an opportunity to learn, to experience a job. I don't like to talk about older times like 20 years ago, but
I mean, I come from a very tough time.
Yes, you do. And in my perspective, when I learned, I need to ask if I could stand behind or next to a mixer.
Exactly. Yeah.
And sometimes he said, no, you couldn't stay. And there was no YouTube clip or something where I could learn how to mix.
But that is also a problem because everybody thinks that you learn on YouTube and you're really good. You're not.
But this is what I want to say. And I think this is international.
It is not a German problem as well. It's like,
so if you get the chance to do a job, maybe just to be next to somebody, which is also the valuing starts if you get the possibility to stand side by side by a mixing guy who is experienced. Then look, and if you have the possibility to ask, then ask, but let him do the job, but don't get to your smartphone or something like it. Be respectful that you have the possibility to stand if you are interested in. If you're not interested in, then lay back and don't disturb. Yes, but that's what I experience a lot of time. Young people don't realize that this is a big chance to be just beside some professional.
Yeah, exactly. I mean that also it's a respect thing, you know. So, or in English we say entitlement. They think, okay, just because you went to a school, studied something, that everybody else has to give you opportunity.
And it's not about like bowing or something. No. It's just.
But again, I think it's also a cultural problem.
Yes.
Because in my culture, our teachers are respected like gods.
This is literally the other way around,
you know,
isn't it?
It's the other extreme, you know. But that's a lot of respect, you know, that we have. Like I see that, you know.
Yes.
And here you have.
But this is maybe the responsible, and we talked a lot about that. Maybe I could support you a little bit when I tell you are the coach. It's not like the teacher like 30 years ago. You are the coach, and coach stand beside. It's like you stand beside yourself, and of course the coach is the guy who knows much more and has much more experiences.
Exactly.
But you maybe also in your culture, you as a coach, you are more responsible that your mentee feels comfortable and that so you have to let him learn something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So this is very interesting for me because I didn't realize that it's so different.
No. It is quite different, and I mean, I'm not saying that everybody is bad.
No, it's not about. I think it's not about being bad. It's more like that you are self-esteem, or that you are
exactly.
That you get.
But I think more. First of all, self-esteem, and other thing is like that you respect, and then being open. You know, I mean, I learned a lot from younger engineers.
Yes.
You know, and I'm very open. Just because I can make something doesn't mean I know everything. And I'm learning a lot. Even now I'm doing a workshop right now for mastering.
Yeah,
right?
cool.
And I'm learning, and I'm going to invest a lot of money in my education to build myself up, because you know, I don't want to be at one level forever. And of course the expectations that some of my clients are having of me are much higher. So I need to also meet their expectations as well. You know, they say, hey, we need to do this and this. Can you mix with waves? Can you do kind of mastering on the live session? And so I have to think about a lot of stuff, and then again, a lot of investments. There's a lot of money that has to go into all equipment, because
it's an crazy instrument.
It's crazy, you know. And of course, it's crazy because like, you know, when I can't imagine, like now I'm investing in 5,000, 6,000 or 10,000 in equipment, and when I came to Germany, I had only 15 euros, you know. And it's crazy, but you know, I'm saying like Germany is it's a blessed country, right? The opportunity is there for everybody. I don't even speak. I mean, when I came, I learned German in 1 year, but the opportunity is there for everybody. And if you don't use it, you are the idiot. You're the absolute idiot.
For both, for Germans and people who come to Germany.
I'm talking for everybody.
For everybody here.
I'm not talking about like the Ausländer or the German. I'm saying. And if you're German, then you should be really ashamed of yourself, because like
of course,
this is like you wake up on a bed of gold, right?
Yes,
and you're looking.
You blame that it's so hard to lie on it.
So either you figure it out. You know, you really have to figure it out, because like you have all the opportunity. Whatever you want to be, you can be in this country. You have all the roads. You have everything set up, right? And if you don't make it, then there's nobody to blame. Nobody is responsible for your stupidity. And I thank God that I learned that much earlier when I came here, and I really focused on what I have to do, and became very good at what I was doing.
Yes,
you know, that people book me, you know, for what I do, and that is the most important thing. And never put myself in a box, and that is the most important thing a lot of people should learn. And always you have to learn. You shouldn't like, you know, stop at one point, you know. And of course, again, the people you meet along the way will push you further up, you know. So like I said, like today I'm blessed to be working with like some crazy companies, like you know, companies like Lavo, jazz club and a lot of other bands as well.
Yes.
So that has taught me a lot, especially at Lavo. You learn a lot. It's a pretty tough job. And there's a lot to learn. Actually, it's different as mixing. It's a completely different thing, but you learn a lot. There's so much things that you can, even while you're configuring some things, you can really learn a lot. And I'm super happy because it's a new road. It's something new, and I like to learn new things. And you're right up there.
Yes, I would like to come back to as maybe at the last part in your roots, and we just said something about Costa. Maybe you can tell us how did this connection came together? You went with him to school, but how? I mean, how you were one of his success. Part of it is you were one of his success. You were one part of his success.
Yeah, I mean, he was starting out, and I think he had like maybe 15,000 subscribers at that time, or even less. And so I went to Sri Lanka. I believe first alone, and the second time with you. But first, when I went to Sri Lanka, and I met some people there, we had some discussions, and then I ended up again like on a podcast in Sri Lanka. And somebody interviewed me, and then the lady who interviewed me, Yasmin, of course, the lady who Yasmin.
Yeah, right? I know. Yeah.
So Yasmin,
there's a nice video, a few videos.
Yeah. So Yasmin had the interview with me, and then she's the person who actually told me, and of course my brother as well, told me there's this new rapper called Costa. He's still unknown.
Yeah,
he's coming up slowly. So hey, you should get in touch with him. You should work with him. And I didn't know that he was from my school,
Okay.
So, so he's also a rugby player from my school, Trinity. So I just got in touch with him. I actually sent him a mail, right? So I came back to Germany. I sent him an email, a Facebook message from my page to his page. And nothing happened for 1 year. Nothing happened.
Okay.
Absolutely nothing. And
then did you try again or
no? I just sent one and I said, okay, good. Yeah, maybe he's already famous. He doesn't need me, so it's okay. And then there was an article about me actually from all the interviews and whatever that happened. That article came out in the newspapers in Sri Lanka, just about my background and about audio engineering and what I'm doing here in Germany and stuff like that. And his father, Costa's father, saw the article, and then he also saw that he captained Trinity College in 2000, captained the rugby team in college, and then his father is the one who sent him the article. And then he read the article and said, David Luchow. He said, "Oh, wait a minute, I have seen that name somewhere." And he just went.
Really?
He saw the message that I sent him.
Yes,
and that's where we connected. And after that, I think we worked together for a few years. We actually had a lot of number one hits in Sri Lanka, like
not only in Sri Lanka. I mean, this is YouTube is very famous now.
It kind of blew up. I mean, now he's like a major artist in Sri Lanka, like millions of views. I don't know, maybe 500,000, 250,000 subscribers, something like that. So he's doing extremely well. Unfortunately, of course, right now I lack the time. He lacks the time. We both, But I'm planning. We would definitely like to go and see him and spend some time with the guy.
Yes.
So, I mean, we're still in touch. We're still good friends and everything is super.
But maybe you can explain me and other people, what is the magic, what you do when you mastering a piece? Why is he asking you, could you please master my piece? And what is the quality of it?
The quality is like, I just make sure that, the music has the right sound that the end client wants. For example, somebody who listens to it.
So everything is recorded, everything is mixed, and then
I
are the last guy.
Exactly. So I get a stereo track, and then I have to, it's like proofing, like it's testing. I'm like the guy who puts it to the stress test.
Wow.
To see how does it sound on earbuds? How does it sound on really bad speakers? How does it sound on
in the car?
In the car, on your phone, everything. So I have to go through all of that, see if all the frequencies are balanced and it sounds right, and then rebalance everything if it's not. You know?
But you also open it up somehow.
Exactly. I mean, I just make sure that it sounds really good. And that is my job, to make sure that the master sounds as good as possible, that everybody can listen to it anywhere. And it should sound almost the same. Doesn't matter.
For me, it stays, I knew that a little bit, but for me, it stays like a magic thing.
It is some, of course, if you do a lot, it's not magic, but
yeah.
But if you're starting, it's
you need
crazy.
to know how to do it.
You need to really, it's a deep study, but it's really nice because it gets very deep. And a lot of people now, that's also very dangerous, because a lot of people are like, it's very easy, you can do that. That's very dangerous. Like, that's like, it's like you're a new boxer, you learn a little bit, and you say, Mike Tyson, who cares, I can box him. You have no clue when he punches you that you've lost all your teeth, so it's something like that, because people take it very, very light and very easy, but when you get doing it, you can destroy somebody's future, or you can make it. So that's a lot of responsibility. And of course, I'm very, very careful. And now I'm very careful of who I work with, especially. But right now, like I said, I'm doing my mastering workshop. After I finish all these workshops, I'm gonna then hopefully start offering services in Germany as well.
Yes.
So let's see, because it's a very good mastering engineer. I really like him a lot, and of course he's quite famous in England as well. Streaky, he's done quite a few artists in England, so he knows what he's talking about. So let's see how it goes. So he's my mentor right now for mastering. So
you're a student again.
Of course, yeah.
Yes, you stay a student.
I will stay. I think you're a student till you die. I don't think you can. I think it's very. If you meet somebody who's like, I know it all, you run from this guy. That's the stupidest guy alive.
I think this is a very nice frame, what we talked about at the beginning. So young people find your own way, create your own personality, but stick to people with more experiences.
Exactly. There's, like I said, people with experiences are also experiencing.
Always. Yeah.
That's what, Matze is the incredible mixer, but he's still mixing,
Of course. And
he's still, if you watch him, if you have the chance to watch him secretly,
he's
what he's doing.
Yes.
He
has always his fingers, and he's always working. Yeah.
Because if you go to a different show, you see a mixer, he does that, and it's like,
yeah, no,
and he's playing with his ear or doing something, or he's on the phone.
Yeah.
And this guy's like, he's always focused. He's incredibly focused. He's always working, and then you, of course, hear the difference, and that's what a lot of the mixers don't have. Like, they'll put the show up, and I've assisted a lot of mixing engineers in the live scene, and sometimes I'm wondering, like, how did you get this job, man? Like, this is terrible. No, this is terrible, but how did you get the job? I would like to know. Like, okay.
Because so
that was the degree, right? Okay.
But we want to end positive. So stay focused, stay open.
Yeah, to learn,
Let the people feel comfortable.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Do your job.
Yeah. Do your beep job. Yeah,
right. And enjoy.
Exactly. Just enjoy. Love what you do. Just love what you do. I love what I'm doing, right? And that's the reason that's what makes you happy, right? That is, if you don't get up in the morning and if you don't feel happy going to work, then you're doing the wrong job.
You should change.
Something. You're not living life. This is what I am actually earning money from my hobby, right? And that's the advantage. I don't think anybody can beat me. Nobody can come. They don't have a chance against me, because you can't break me, because I'm happy always.
And it's not a fight.
No, I'm not fighting against you.
No,
I'm not fighting against anybody, right? I love what I'm doing. I have that energy, and that I'm happy always. And people always confused, like, why are you happy? Like, the shit's on fire, but you're happy. It's like, yeah.
Is that a change between rugby? Is rugby a fight?
Rugby is a brutal sport.
So it's a fight.
It is a fight.
So you change from a fighter, and you have a fighter heart at the end. So at the last last call, you could fight.
Yeah.
Because it's an attitude. What you can restore, or how do you say that? Reject or whatever.
Yeah.
But now you are one of the kindest guys in the world.
No,
I know.
No. I think no.
But what loves his job? That's what I want to say.
Exactly. Rugby, for me, rugby is the reason I'm so successful. Mm-hmm. Rugby is about endurance, right? And you fall a million times in rugby, but you always get up. Right?
And sometimes somebody helps you.
Somebody helps you as well, but still, you always get up. And that is the motto in rugby. It doesn't matter if you break your leg, doesn't matter if you die, you still have to get up, My coach used to always tell me, like, you get on the field and you play as hard as you can. If you die, we will wrap you in the college flag, and then we'll wrap you also in the Sri Lankan flag, and we'll bury you. And that's what that's all he used to always tell me. That it's just crazy.
That's
crazy.
He
used to always tell me, and it's a little bit crazy, but when
it's
you're
your
playing,
route. It's your route.
It's something that you never give up. You never give up till the last whistle is blowing. You never give up. So that even in 30 seconds, a lot can change. So,
but I try to combine this, what we talked about before, because this is very brutal, and it belongs to our job, how we work as well. I mean, event is not always happy. Yeah. It can be very strong, very brutal, and sometimes we also had these jobs together where we really had to fight through. And but how did you get this this calm side and this? I mean, team player. You are also the team. So we talked about be open, make people feel comfortable, be professional. Okay, professional. You could also say, this belongs to the fight. But how comes this soft skills in your life, like the last 10 years?
I mean, now you kind of are confident, you have your skill set.
You know that you don't have to fight again, or
you don't have to fight again, like it's, the moves are already like, it's not even, you're not thinking anymore. It's like muscle memory, and just the fine tunings.
Yes.
What's happening now. So then you have time to focus on everything else. So it's like martial arts, like it's like kung fu. When you come hit a certain level, you're okay. And I'm still saying I'm not the best, but I'm on my way there. And just enjoy, because the thing is, again, I told you, if you love what you're doing, you love it.
I would say, because we are in Germany, it's maybe like a little bit like driving a Porsche. Porsche. It's called Porsche. It's a German car from Stuttgart. It's a very fast car. It's a sports car. And if you drive, Porsche drivers are known, not all the drivers, but they are known that they drive not that fast all the time. And in Germany, you can drive as fast as you want, if it's possible. But they don't. But they know that they can. And it's if you look at the car, it's very soft, and it maybe looks more like a I don't know, Gepard, or like a nice But it can be dangerous. But just if you really need it, normally it drives very smooth and it's very comfortable.
I think I like your explanation better. I think you understood it. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, that's exactly how it is. Because of course, I know my limits. I know, like you said, you know your what you call your boundaries. You know your weak points, and then you know your strengths.
You know where you're coming from.
You know that,
and you know where you want to go.
So, and again, above that, I love what I'm doing.
Yes, and we love to work with you because
exactly. So I love what I'm doing, and that's what trumps everything. Because I know whatever happens, I can handle it. I just know that. Even if it goes bad, like I have had terrible shows as well. It's not that everything is perfect.
Yes,
I mean, I think we did one too. I mean, that was the most embarrassing. I mean, come on. We've done shows that people from NASA came to Germany and it went terribly bad. You remember that?
Yes, but at the end,
so
nobody beat us.
Yeah, but
out.
Still, that's the thing about it.
Yes,
that we still
performed at the end.
The house is burning; it's on fire.
Yes,
but we're still
there,
calm, and we're moving, and we're getting things done.
Yes,
and that's the reason, right?
The only thing it's different after the show, the volume of our laughing.
But that's the cool thing about it, right?
Yes.
That's at the end of the day, everybody's happy. It somehow worked.
Mm-hmm.
We had some pretty crazy stuff. I think one show we had the world famous drummer came to Germany, and we were doing the show together. Right? I remember the mixer didn't work.
Yeah, then the mixer didn't work.
Like we did the sound check, we did everything, and then all of a sudden, his in-ears died. And then my PA died. Like the mixer literally it stopped working. And the show was it got delayed half an hour. And then ultimately said, okay, we are going to play without the PA. You remember that?
Yes, somehow. But you made. I was concentrating on my lights, but I just knew that you will do it somehow.
Exactly. I was sweating blood literally. But after 15 minutes into the show, I got it working. Like somehow,
it came back.
I just was rebooting the console. I think I rebooted the console maybe 20 times.
But I think you still were smiling. Even everybody was looking at you. But this is the niveau.
So you just got to get it done. And even when it worked, everybody is happy. And everybody forgot that we were 45 minutes late.
Normally we are on point.
So those are the experiences you go through and you make it happen.
And enjoy.
And you love what you do.
Thank you very, very much, my dear friend David. I hope this was not the last time, and maybe the next time we do this podcast in Colombo.
Definitely.
I would love to.
Let's go.
Meins ist 20, du hast einen mehr größeren Abstand.
Ja, aber wenn das noch mehr...
Funktioniert das jetzt alles? Das ist so verrückt, da hast du hunderte, tausende von Shows gemacht. Und wenn du einen Podcast machst, wo es 2 Mikrofone gibt und 2 Lampen, bist du voll aufgeregt. Aber es liegt halt eher daran, dass man halt vor der Kamera steht.
Ja, genau.
Okay. Ich drücke jetzt auf Record.
Let's go. I'm ready.
You are ready.
Okay. I'm always ready.
Yeah, I know.
You're recording.
I'm recording. I'm ready. I have to summon myself. I have to collect myself. Kannst du das sagen auf dem Englischen?
Yeah.
I need to collect myself.
I think you need to focus.
Ja, aber sich sammeln.
Okay, das ist schwierig.
Aber direkt übersetzt heißt I need to collect myself. Was
I need to collect myself. Where did you leave your ass, Alex? To collect yourself.
Piece of my brain here, piece of my brain here.
Like, did you explode in the office? To collect myself.
Oh, I mean, we could just talk like this the whole time and forget about the podcast and just do some outtakes. Oh God. You're the first person who knows me a lot.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
It's very dangerous.
Okay, somebody's playing bass.
Oh nein. Ist das jetzt die
No, that was the train.
This was the train. The tram. Oh my God. I'm so excited at the moment.
This is your podcast, Mr. Alex. So
yes.
I think better rock and roll.
Yeah, let's rock and roll. Okay. It's already recording.
It's recording. All right, let's go.
Okay.